When we speak of American freedom, one name rises above the early republic like a guiding star: Thomas Jefferson, author of the Declaration of Independence, architect of American liberty, diplomat, scientist, president. But behind these great titles was a complex human being, brilliant, contradictory, visionary, and deeply flawed. This is not just the story of a president. This is the story of a mind that helped shape the modern world.
Thomas Jefferson was born on April 13, 1743, in the colony of Virginia at a place called Shadwell. His father, Peter Jefferson, was a rugged surveyor and landowner. His mother, Jane Randolph Jefferson, came from one of Virginia's most respected families. From an early age, Jefferson showed unusual intelligence. He learned Latin, Greek, French, mathematics, philosophy, and law, a rare education even for wealthy colonists. By his 20s, Jefferson was already reading the great thinkers of Europe: Locke, Newton, Bacon, men who believed that reason, not kings, should rule society. These ideas would soon change history.
Jefferson became a lawyer and entered politics during the dangerous years leading to the American Revolution. Tensions were rising between the American colonies and Great Britain over taxation without representation. In 1775, war erupted. 1 year later, in 1776, Jefferson, only 33 years old, was asked to draft a document that would explain to the world why America must become independent. Working in quiet isolation, he wrote the words that would echo across centuries: "All men are created equal." The Declaration of Independence, adopted on July 4, 1776, transformed a colonial rebellion into a global statement of human rights. Jefferson became known across Europe and America as the philosopher of freedom.
During the Revolution, Jefferson served as governor of Virginia. His leadership faced severe challenges as British forces invaded the state. Some criticized his decisions during wartime, and Jefferson felt deeply wounded by the attacks on his character. In 1782, another devastating blow struck. His wife, Martha Jefferson, died at just 33 years old. Jefferson never remarried. He fell into years of grief and emotional isolation. To escape sorrow and political pressure, he accepted a new mission that would alter his life: diplomat to France.
In Paris, Jefferson represented the young United States during the years just before the French Revolution. He met kings, philosophers, and scientists. He witnessed Europe's rigid class system and saw how dangerous inequality could become. Jefferson admired European art, architecture, and science, but he rejected monarchy. He believed that ordinary people, if educated, could govern themselves. While in France, he also worked to protect America's trade and international reputation. By the time he returned home in 1789, he was globally respected.
Under President George Washington, Jefferson became the first Secretary of State. Here he found his greatest political rival, Alexander Hamilton, the Secretary of the Treasury. Hamilton wanted a strong central government, a national bank, close ties with Britain. Jefferson feared that such power would destroy liberty. He believed power should rest with the states. Farmers were the backbone of democracy. Government must remain limited. This conflict created America's first political parties and nearly tore Washington's cabinet apart.
In 1800, Jefferson ran for president against the Federalists. The election was dirty, bitter, and fiercely contested. After a constitutional crisis and a tied vote, Jefferson emerged victorious. For the first time in modern history, power transferred peacefully between opposing political parties. Jefferson called it the Revolution of 1800, not by bullets, but by ballots. In 1803, Jefferson made the boldest decision of his presidency. France offered to sell the massive Louisiana territory. The price? $15 million. Though uncertain whether the Constitution allowed it, Jefferson took the risk. The purchase doubled the size of the United States overnight and secured control of the vital Mississippi River. This single act transformed America into a continental power. Jefferson then sent explorers Lewis and Clark to map this unknown land all the way to the Pacific Ocean. Jefferson spoke passionately about freedom, yet he lived on a plantation called Monticello, worked by enslaved people. He privately opposed slavery, but never freed most of those he owned. Historians agree this remains the deepest contradiction of his life and one of the greatest moral failures of America's early leaders. His relationship with Sally Hemings, an enslaved woman, remains one of the most debated subjects in American history. DNA evidence strongly suggests he fathered her children. Jefferson's legacy, like the nation he helped create, is both inspiring and deeply conflicted. After leaving the presidency, Jefferson retired to Monticello. He founded the University of Virginia, believing education was the foundation of liberty. In his final years, he repaired a broken friendship with his old rival, John Adams. The two exchanged letters full of reflection on life, liberty, and revolution. In one of history's most remarkable coincidences, both men died on the same day, July 4, 1826, exactly 50 years after the Declaration of Independence. Jefferson was 83 years old. On his grave, he requested only 3 achievements be written: author of the Declaration of Independence, author of the Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom, founder of the University of Virginia. He did not even include that he had been president. Thomas Jefferson gave the world an idea more powerful than any army, that human rights are not granted by governments, they are born with every human being. His words inspired the French Revolution, democratic movements across Europe, independence movements around the world. Yet his life also reminds us that great ideals can exist beside great flaws. Jefferson helped build a nation based on freedom and left future generations the responsibility to finish the work he began. Thomas Jefferson did not just write history, he wrote the first chapter of the modern democratic world.